let's review some in-ear monitors.
So, what are in-ear monitors? So, these are basically professional headphones that artists and performers use on stage to be able to hear what's going on. So if I turn these up now, you can hear, that is the lead singer's mix. And this just means that they have a clear mix in their ears directly so they can hear what's going on during the show. And these ones are by a company called Xvive. They are the T9s, and Xvive kindly sent these to me to try out and review for you guys. They're not paying me for this. This is completely my own review of what these are like. So if I think they're rubbish, I will let you know. But they did send them me for free, so I just need to let you know that before we continue. But yeah, I use in-ears a little bit different than what a performer would use them for, because if you don't know, I'm not a performer or an artist. I'm a sound engineer and a tour manager. And on this job I'm doing today, I'm a tour manager, and the way I use these is I use them during the show so I can hear what's going on. If the band have any problems, I can hear what's happening and try and help solve the problem basically. And I can hear all the talk lines between all the crew and the band during the show in case I need to go grab anything. So that's why I use them. I should probably get back downstairs as the show is happening right now. But yeah, I'm going to be reviewing these on the case of, are they comfortable, are they clear, and can I wear them for a full show the way I use them, and are they any good? So if you're bothered about the specs, I'll put them up on the screen now, but I'm not really bothered about specs, so here you go. But yeah, so far so good. They look pretty cool. It's just like clear in-ears. I've got the yellow rubber bits on the end. They fit quite nice. And what happens is you plug these into a wireless pack, and then the wireless pack receives a mix from our monitor engineer. So at the moment I'm listening to the Q mix. So this is what the monitor engineer listens to, so whatever his solos I can hear. But yeah, let's go check them out during the show and see if they're any good.
3 weeks later.
So it's a few weeks later, and I've now been using these Xvives for a few other shows. Finished up this tour that I filmed the intro on, been using them on some mix notes on my laptop, and I also lent them to a guitar player who used them on some shows when his custom in-ears broke. He used them for a few arena shows. So yeah, let's crack on with the analysis part of this review. So let's start with the build quality, and as you can see, they are pretty well made. They're made of like a hard plastic, very similar to like the entry-level Shores, the 215s and that sort of range. But these do actually feel really well made. It feels like thick plastic that's not going to break that easy. I feel like you could drop these a few times before they cracked. I feel like they could take some force. Obviously, if you smash them on the floor, they are probably going to explode like all in-ears will. But yeah, they do feel well made compared to some other in-ears that I have that are of the cheaper range. These definitely feel bit more high quality, very well made. The cable's pretty good as well. It's a good solid cable. It's like a smooth black cable, generic, but it is quite a good length of cable on there. It seems a little bit longer than what you get on some of the in-ears that you get, which is always good, because with the short cables, sometimes the performers on stage, they might like move around and they might just snag on some of their clothes or whatever. So it's better to have slightly longer cable that you can kind of adjust the size of using a little bit of tape or a clip or something. So yeah, good quality. Overall, I'd probably give them a good 7.5, 8 out of 10. Let's go with 8. They do feel very well made, very solid plastic. So yeah, 8 out of 10 for build quality. So comfort was one of the main things I was looking for in these when I was using them on that job where I was a tour manager, because I do have to have them in my ears for a full set, but I do actually take them in and out quite a lot. One of the problems I found with my custom in-ears is because they're so tight fitting, taking them in and out actually fatigues my ear a little bit more because of the movement there. I did feel with these, I still get that a little bit, taking them in and out, but overall they are pretty comfortable in the ear. They do come with a few different sets of earplugs. You get a few different colours and sizes there of the earbuds that you can change. I ended up settling on these rubber ones in medium. I went with the white and yellow ones, but they do come in either red and black, or they come with some foam ones as well. So make sure you check out which ones fit your ears the best. Overall, comfort-wise, I think they're pretty good. They do stick out a little bit of my ear, so this is probably my only little discrepancy with them, is they don't really fit in my ear that well. There's a little bit of a gap there. I don't know if you can see that well. To be honest, when they're in there, they do feel pretty comfortable. So that's my only little kind of complaint about them, which doesn't really matter at all. pretty comfortable. Overall, probably 7 out of 10. So yeah, moving on. Sound quality, probably the main bit that everyone's interested in. So these feature, let me read the specs out, some dual balanced armature drivers. It means there's a driver doing the low and a driver doing the highs. And to be honest, sound quality is pretty good on these. For the most part, when I was listening to the lead singer's mix. Very guitar driven, very vocal driven. So mid-range, heavy mix, and to be honest, very clear on the mid-range. I could hear everything. I didn't feel like I was pushing my mix too loud to get any sort of quality or like clarity out of them. I felt like I could have a reasonable volume, and everything that I wanted to hear, I could hear. So yeah, very good at hearing the mid-range. No distortion there at all. As a monitor engineer, swap between mixers, I could definitely identify whose mix was who because everything was really clear. So as he swapped to like the bass player's mix, I felt like the low end of the bass came through pretty well. Yeah, so overall sound quality, pretty good. Again, I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10 for this sort of level of in-ears and this price point. Yeah, very pleasantly surprised. I'd definitely say they sound better than the Shure 215s or like that sort of range of what these are kind of competing with. I guess these are slightly more expensive than those, but the build quality and the sound quality is definitely better than those. There's a little bit of room for improvement there. I feel like the low end could be a little better. Again, with some like just boosting on the overall mix, I feel like that could kind of just come there anyway. I think it's just maybe a dB or two lacking on that low end. And again, maybe the same with the top, like the super top end. Maybe just if you want a little bit of that sparkly shine up there, just a little boost at the top probably helps them come through. So yeah, overall sound quality, give them a 7 out of 10. Pretty solid, sound great. So, are they any good? Probably going to give them a 7 out of 10 on average. Feel like they are pretty solid for the price point that they're at. I'd definitely recommend them for anyone who's wanting a good, clear, quality in-ear and they don't really want to go with the generic Shures. I feel like these are a good alternative, very good for the price point, and yeah, they look pretty cool. You know, you just standard clear, very nondescript in-ears, and good quality cable, good quality packaging as well. Come with a little carry case, come with plenty of options of earbuds. Also come with like a cleaning tool and a little adapter for going from 3.5 to jack. Yeah, come in a nice little box, very good. Overall, I'll give them a 7 out of 10. And let me know if you pick up a pair of these, what you think of them. Let me know in the comments. If you want to grab a pair, I'll leave a link to them in the description down below. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little review. If you were thinking about picking these up, hopefully this helped you in some way make your decision on what you're going to go for. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.